Hi guys, NDFJ, and this is part 2. So basically kicking off exactly where we left off, nothing's changed, I've not done a single thing. So basically this episode, last episode I showed you how to design your desktop and add in a bar at the top with a start menu, like there. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a right click context menu and an icon around here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to load up Paint, and I'm just going to make a icon. So I'm just going to call it icon. You can call it whatever you want. Now when it comes to icons, I like to keep them quite simple and quite small. So I'm just going to make a standard file looking thing. So I'm going to start with this. I'm just going to go like that. So it looks like a file, and I've just moved my emulator. And obviously you can experiment however you want with it. So I'm just gonna go, I want that there, that there. You can have this look however you want. I'm just picking a sort of simple style. And I'll finish it off with some blue. Why not? Right, so that's gonna be my file, or my icon. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a program to launch. And I don't actually have any on here, so I'm just gonna copy one that I've already used. Ignore everything you see right there. So I'm just gonna go to my application data, pull up a file from a computer I've already got, and I think it's on this one. Yeah. So I'm just gonna take this, and move this onto here, same way you'd install any other program. I'm just going to call this file. Yeah, I just want to rename it. So now if we hit ls, we have a program called file, and if we run that, it's just this. Nothing spectacular. Right, so now I'm just going to go edit GUI, and the first thing I'm going to do, instead of putting the icon in first, I'm literally just going to add in the context menu. So we're going to come back here, back down to line 47 where we first defined the left click. So now I'm just going to go else if x is greater than or equal to, we'll say, well, we had it 4 wide, so we'll go if x is greater than or equal to 2 and x is less than or equal to 5. So if x is greater than or equal to 2 and x is less than or equal to 5 and y is greater than or equal to, what do we say, 3 and y is less than or equal to, y is less than equal to, it's 5 down, so we'll go 9. And button equals 1, then shell dot run file. So now if we click in that area, we'll have that. That's not exactly what we want. So the first thing we've got to do is, no, that's all fine like that. So now we have the thing for the, well, we have the shortcut to run file. I'll define that later. And now we can also go else if x is greater than, if x is greater than or equal to 1 and y is greater than or equal to 2 and button equals 2, then SLC equals 2. So that will define the context menu, so if you right click anywhere, it'll put SLC to 2. So over here, just after this end, I'm going to put another else if, so else if SLC is equal to 2, then. And that's not exactly going to do anything yet. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is, because I've defined the parameters for the right click menu and the file, I'm going to just quickly draw the icon for the file. So I'm going to come back up here to where I drew my desktop, and just straight under here I'm just going to go icon equals paint utils dot load image, and I called it icon, and then paint utils dot draw image icon, and where did we say we wanted it? We wanted it 2, 3. And now if we save that and exit it, go to the GUI, we have the file. So if we click it, it does that. So that's all working fine, GUI. So now we have start menu and we have an icon. But we're far from complete. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to start adding in the context menu. So same way we did before, I'm just going to edit this, and where we have menu 1, we're going to add in another function. Just going to clear that line. Well, that was pointless. So we're going to go function draw menu 2 end. And for the sake of this, I'm going to use the same colours, so term.set background colour. Background colour is 128. Term.set text colour 256. Term.set cursor position. Now we get a little bit complex. So we're just gonna go context X, context Y. Not defined yet, but it will be. And I'm actually going to define it right now. So context X equals 0, context Y equals 0. Right, now we're just going to go print. There is no safeguards on this yet, but there will be. So give it a 10 space like we did before, and term.set cursor position context X context Y plus 1 print, and for here I'm just going to go, I don't know, edit GUI, just because I can't think of anything to actually put in this context menu. You can put whatever you want in here. So edit GUI term.set cursor position context X context Y plus 2. God, I can't type today. So print and I'm just going to extend these out just so I can actually fit File Manager into there. And term.set cursor position context X context Y plus 3 print, And that's pretty much all I need for that. And my Skype's going off. Give me a second. Right, sorry about that. Right, so context. Okay, so that's pretty much that. Save that. Next what we want to do is when we draw the icon, what we want to do is right below it we want to give it an actual title. So we'll go term.set cursor position, and I'm just going to go with, so it's 5 down, 8, go with 2, 9, print, and we'll just call it icon 1. Term.set background color, back color, term.set text color, and I'm just going to go with 1 to 8. So if we run GUI, it says icon 1. Right, so edit GUI. So now we have a working icon. We have part of the context menu set up. So now we're going to have to actually build the context menu. So if SLC equals 1. Right, so where are we? Right, so we're up here. So this is for the context menu, I believe? Yes. So because this is the context menu, what we want to do, we want to go context x equals x, context y equals y, and then we want to go draw menu 2. Now we want to go if x is greater than equal to context x and x is less than equal to context x plus, don't even know how many characters it's got now, so I'm just going to count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13. So it's greater than x and it's less than or equal to x plus 13. And y is equal to context y plus 1 and button is equal to 1, then end that, and drop it down 1. Right, so now we've got that. So the first one was edit GUI. So shell dot run edit GUI. Else if x is greater than or equal to context x and x is less than or equal to context x plus 13 and y is equal to context y plus 2 and button equals 2, no, button equals 1, then. And in here, I forgot what the second thing, oh yeah, shell.run file. Another parameter I'm going to have to put in before I actually forget. Just right at the end of these. I believe I just did that. So right at the end of these, SLC equals 0. SLC equals 0. Space that out when I'm not messing about. Right, so now we have that. And I need to add another parameter in here, which will just draw the desktop. Draw desktop. Draw desktop. And we should be good to go, I believe. So we shall test that now. So GUI. If we right click. Awesome. So if we edit the GUI, right click File Manager, and that. Now we can do that wherever we go. I forgot to add in a safeguard, so I'm just going to come in here, say a safeguard. I forgot to add in, if you click anywhere else, it clears it. So I'm going to add that in now. Just going to drop this down and go else. So else, what I'm looking for, SLC equals 0. Draw desktop. There we go. Just need to reload that. GUI. See, that's what I mean by safeguards. So, before, this is the last thing we're going to do for this episode. So, this is what we're going to do now. Stop this from happening. You can't do it up there. You could do it there, and obviously it'll break it. So I'm going to stop that from happening. So I'm just going to edit the GUI again. And right here, right as soon as you define it, context x equals x plus y. So now if context, no, so now if, no, it needs to go first. So come here, if x is greater than or equal to, it was 13 across, so we'll just go 40, no, 38. Just taking a guess there. So if x is greater than or equal to 38, then context x equals 38. Can end that. If y is greater than equal to 4, greater than equal to 14, then context y equals 14, end. And that doesn't need to be there, so we're not ending that yet. Put an else if there, else, and end that. That should have fixed it. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, so let's put it all the way at the top. Okay, so I've done something quite odd there. So we're starting in the same place. Right, just gonna see what I did wrong. So, context X 38. Y is greater than 14. I'm just going to add another statement in here, so else if x is greater than equal to 38 and y is less than equal to 14, then context x is equal to 38. And rerun the GUI. Unexpected symbol on 37, so edit GUI. Where's 76? Oh, that's why. GUI, nope, 78. I made a few mistakes on there, didn't I? 78. All I want to do is get this finished. That's why. Have I made that mistake anywhere else? Not that I can see. So now we should be good to go. There we go. Oh, it's still doing that. I don't know why. Right, I've got a simple fix. Just completely get rid of all of that. I'm going to keep that exactly how it is. No, I'm not. If x is greater than or equal to 38, then context x equals 38, and if y is greater than or equal to 14, then context y equals 14, and if not, if x is less than equal to 38, then and if y is less than equal to 14, then and reload. There we go. So now we have that actually working. And we can still use it. So now we have so this episode we managed to get an icon and a context menu. Next episode we're going to go into some more customization options, maybe do the control panel. So you can obviously go to the control panel, change the background, change the taskbar, and next episode I'm also going to put the clock in so you can see what time it is, all the rest. So I'm NDFJ, this is ComputerCraft Tutorials. We've gone through a nice little bit today, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. You know the score. See you guys later. Bye!